Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the overall trends that we are expecting in the auto sector going forward. Now, as we know that the month of April and May on last year's very low base have reported very strong YOY numbers, but we need not see them on a YOY basis. We need to see them on month basis. So for the month of May, even companies like Maruti have posted a good growth. Also, the CV companies like Ashok Leyland and Tata Motors have presented really a great performance. Secondly, Mahindra and Mahindra also have they have actually been one of the best sellers in the month of May. If we see on month of April, that time also the numbers were good, but month of May has reported really very good numbers for M&M, especially on the SUV side. Tractors, they were a bit subdued for Mahindra and Mahindra because of the wheat export ban that was levied by the government. So overall, talking about the broad trends, passenger vehicles are looking good going forward. Now the issue of the semiconductor chip is going to persist for about couple of quarters more. So by festive season, we think that more or less this issue should get sorted out. And the demand for electric vehicles is also shooting up really very well. Tata Motors is reporting month on month growth, a very good growth, maybe on lower base, but still it's growing on a month on month basis for the electric vehicles. Its EV Nexon is performing really very well. Then talking about the CNG, even the CNG portfolio of Maruti, which includes mainly Ertiga and Celerio, are performing well. The other, the Wagoner is also performing well on the CNG side. Now the CNG contribution for Maruti has gone up significantly. So it is close to about 30% now, which was about 18% a year ago. So that is also a good sign. So when the fuel prices are rising, other sources, alternate sources like CNG and electric vehicles are finding good grounds. So the passenger vehicle segment, though, currently is impacted because of the chip shortage issue, is expected to get sorted more or less, by the festive season. Then talking about two wheelers, the current marriage season is panning out really very well for them. On a month-on-month basis, May has been very good for the likes of Hero and TVS. Even Bajaj in the domestic markets have performed well, but the exports are somewhat worrying them at given point in time. The Ukraine-Russia war, then certain issues in other export markets like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Egypt, etc. are hurting them. The overall two-wheeler sentiment is recovering. Last year was not a very good year for them, but this year we think that the two-wheeler segment is going to recover. Now expected monsoons, good monsoons are expected this year, and overall the cost of acquisition, which was higher in the last couple of years, that also may get absorbed. And the sentiments of the two-wheeler segment are improving. So I think that going forward, as and when the months progress, the number should be good for two wheelers. Also, the base of last year was quite low, so on a YOY basis, also if you see, the growth is going to look quite good, very strong. Then commercial vehicles, I think it's everybody knows that they are in a very strong bright spot, and for the next couple of years, 23 and 24, we think that about 20 to 25% kind of growth should get reported for commercial vehicles. All the underlying parameters like the capex, the investment capex is getting kicked. Then the monsoons are expected to be good. The agricultural produce is good. So overall, the commercial vehicles, we need not talk about it because we expect really very good numbers going forward. Then tractors, I would say that tractor is a necessity, and as and when the monsoon progresses, we will be seeing a good growth on tractors as well. We are expecting close to about 8 to 9% kind of growth for tractors in FY23. FY24 also will be a good year for them. So for commercial vehicles, I would say about 20 to 25% kind of growth we are expecting this year and next year. For passenger vehicles as well, about 12 to 15% kind of growth should be seen this year. For two-wheelers, 8 to 9% kind of growth should be seen this year. So we are quite positive on the overall auto sector at this point in time. So stocks like Bajaj Auto in two-wheelers, Mahindra and Mahindra and Maruti, as well as Tata Motors in four-wheelers, and Ashok Leyland in commercial vehicles. I think these 4-5 stocks are looking good at this point in time. Also valuations are quite supportive, so one can definitely get into these if we have to look at the the auto sector. Also, I think that definitely one thing everybody should keep in mind is that the operating leverage is going to improve even for auto ancillaries. Certain auto ancillaries, we think that they'll be reporting good numbers because of the operating leverage that I talked before. The margins also should be improving. The RM prices are not not expected to move significantly up in the coming quarters. Yes, Q1 is not really good for as far as the margins are concerned, but going forward, I think that things will get settled down, and even if the RM prices are high, the operating leverage should help the OEMs as well as the auto ancillaries to improve their margin performance as well as profitability. Thank you.